Five.
Hello, Brony. Welcome to the Brony Casters. This is episode 11. I'm your host. Call me Dash, but as you can know, you can just call me Dash. Today we've got Tommy.
Hello.
We got Nick. We got Shadow Dash.
Hello there.
And back from the grave we have Soarin.
Oh, hi.
And we have a double guest this week. We have Ask Steampunk Scootaloo.
What's up, guys?
Who we might refer to as Cinnamon. And we have Ask Mocha Sketch.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. I gotta tell you that much.
Be alright.
So before we get started, I'm gonna ask, how has your guys' week been?
Pretty mad. You were away at camp, but I can get to tell you this. I went out and I got a camera and I got blind bags. I got 12 blind bags. And come on, phone. Come on. I went out and I got blind bags and I bought 12 blind bags and I got the whole main 6 and 2 glitter ponies. So I've had a ripper.
I don't know. I think my story kind of trumps you. I went to BronyCon.
Oh,
Screw you!
I was kind of hoping that no one here was going to do it and we could all just have like depressing talk about how nobody went and how we're all bummed. But
Come
no,
on,
you
don't bring that up. I had to do training for a job.
I actually met Mocha Sketch at BronyCon. We did something for Amanda, who runs Spitfire.
Oh my god.
Did you carry her
Pretty
around
awesome.
the whole con and pretending that the floor was lava? Yes, that was
I wish.
I know.
Oh, wow. Next one. I'll be at the next one.
Well, I know I'm gonna be at the next one. That much I know. So, Cinnamon, Mocha, gonna have to ask you guys the obvious questions here. So, each of you will, I guess, like when I ask you a question, just one will answer and then the other one will answer, I guess, since that's more efficient in my mind. So,
Let's start with this. Let me start, then Mocha.
alright. So, Cinnamon, how did you get into Tumblr ponies?
Well, this was pretty much after I left an old podcast that I used to work. It was called Brony Talk. I basically decided to do something new, and I was already on Tumblr for like almost 6 months now, and there was these pony ass blocks and whatnot, and I was like, that's really cool and fun. I could get into that. So I wasn't really good at drawing to begin with, but I didn't really care. And funny story, I didn't start it right away with Steampunk Scootaloo. I started with my OC, which was Cinnamon Top, and it was a mare. You know, it was going pretty good for like a couple of weeks, but then I decided I got bored with it, and then after that I did another one, which was Flash Forward, which like it also was pretty good, but then I gave up with that one. And during Flash Forward, I was gonna do a little bit of experiment, seeing if I could take a character from the show and turn it around, you know, get a new concept to it, see if I can get more followers out of that. And you know, I just said, wow, I saw a picture of Steampunk Scootaloo and it was like, you know, that looks really cool. That's a cool concept. I was looking around. There's no Tumblr that's doing it. Actually, there's barely any Tumblrs about steampunk at all. So I capitalized on that, and I did it as an experiment to see how it went. And then all of a sudden, you know, I was getting a bunch of followers, and it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh, I was freaking out, but I kept going with it, and the rest is just history.
And now you're back on a
Sweet.
podcast for, you know, an episode. So, Mocha, same question. How did you get into Tumblr Phone?
Alright. Well, I never really had any clue what Tumblr was or anything. And I was just hanging out, talking on Skype one day, and a friend that I knew linked me to Odat Cheerily, you know, Scoon's blog. And I was checking out, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is actually a thing, like, people do this on Tumblr, this is awesome. And then from there I checked out JJ's Princess Molestia, and I was just like, okay, I want to be a part of this. I'm gonna do it. So I just kind of made an OC and just signed up, and I was like, had no idea what I was doing, but I just wanted to do it. So I did.
Coffee pones are best pone.
Yep. All about the coffee.
All right, so how long have you guys been drawing for?
Mocha? I mean, not sorry, Mocha. Sorry, Cinnamon.
Well, yeah. Sorry about that. I was good. Well, I've been drawing in and out like ever since I started in 9th grade, but I've been starting drawing ponies right around December 30. If I remember correctly.
Cinnamon?
Is that it?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Just right around you're right around December. I started drawing ponies, and I don't know what else to say, really. I've been
Alright.
drawing ponies ever since.
Gave us a date. It's cool. It's been answered. Marco?
Okay.
My job.
Kind of intermittently my entire life, but never really seriously or anything. Like, I would draw maybe 2 things a year. I kind of didn't take it seriously because I didn't feel like I was any good. But then, it was actually January of this year. Like, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna get good at something, I've got to actually try. So I just kind of, you know, just since the beginning of this year to be serious about it.
Yeah. To reiterate, mine was around this year too, like in December 30.
Yeah.
I feel stupid
cool.
now.
So, let's let Mocha answer a question first. What made you become a brony? Like, how did you get into watching My Little Pony?
Well, when I was little, I watched Generation 1. I kind of grew up with it because my older sister like loved it. So I was kind of exposed to it, but I didn't watch any Generation 2 or 3 or anything. And then I heard about 4 coming out. I saw it kind of on the internet, but never really gave it any thought. I was like, yeah, I'd like to watch it, kind of because I saw the first generation, and I'd like to see what they kind of did with it. But I never really sought it out or anything. I just kind of pushed it to the back of my mind. And then it was probably around October. My friend and I downloaded Moonbase Alpha, and we were playing it, and it was hilarious. And we saw the Moonbase Alpha video on YouTube, the one with like the
The one that has more views than the original.
the one that has tons of views and it's crazy and stuff. And then on my recommended popped up the pony version of that, and I was like, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. So I watched that and I was like, this is hilarious, this looks like a great show. You know what, I'm gonna try it now, and I did, and it was great.
Sweet. Cinnamon?
Well, I guess I told the story a bunch of times, but you want the short version or the long version?
You know what? We got time. Long version.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all started right around in the summer. The series already, by this point, the series already finished with season 1. So, and I wasn't never into My Little Pony, even when my sister had like 15 Rainbow Dashes in her room.
Who is?
That was, yes, that was her favorite pony. She had like 15 different versions of Rainbow Dash when she was little. That's my first like interaction with ponies. Ever since then, I was never really into it. And she was watching it in our parents' room, which has the biggest TV. And she was like sitting there, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" And it's like, "Oh, it's like My Little Pony." I'm like, "Say what?" So I was gonna watch it with her, in the sense of humoring her and just troll her and making fun of the show at the same time, you know, because I thought it was one of those silly baby shows that she likes watching. And you know, and after a couple of minutes, I was like, wait a minute, this is actually pretty good. But I didn't say it to her, so I just sat down, kept on watching, and I was hooked. And I went on YouTube trying to see if there was if there's anything more, and then lo and behold, there was all of the episodes, including the one that I watched, were all there, and I'm like, oh my god. So I basically sit down all summer and watched the whole first season and in the beginning of season 2. And by that moment on, I was hooked. I wanted more, and I just discovered QD, and then more stuff, and I just get deeper and deeper into the fandom, and that's how I basically ended up.
Sounds like a common yet exciting story. It's like one of those things where you see it all the time, but every time you do, it's always exciting. Like My Little Pony.
Alright.
There's magic.
I'm not sure where you're going with that, but moving on. We'll let Marco take this one first again. What was the first episode you watched, Marco?
I'm kind of really OCD about watching everything in order, so I just started with episode 1.
That's cool. That's cool.
I cannot watch anything out of order. It drives me insane.
Same here, man.
Dude, I hate watching the Star TV series. Like How I Met Your Mother, I can't stand the first half of the season because it's just awkward because no one knows Robin. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not in the same boat as you on that one. How about you, Cinnamon? First episode?
It was around. I think that one was 22, 20 something. It was of season 1, Cutie Mark Chronicles.
Yeah.
It's a good episode, but it's a little bit too cheesy for a first episode, if you ask me.
It ends
was
cheesy, but
it was very girly, but it was it was as girly as My Little Pony can ever get, and it still got me. So, yeah. It was delightfully cheesy.
You got anyone?
Next question, Shadow. Come
My
on.
next
I mean,
question?
Soarin.
Okay.
Next
okay.
question.
Soarin.
Jesus.
Cinnamon, what's your favorite episode from the season? Which one grappled you the hardest?
Oh, the hardest. Really hard. The one that really just got me really excited through the whole thing was the last part, the two-parter of season 2.
The wedding.
The last one, the wedding. It just I will never really forget that episode. It was just so great. Everything was yeah.
I was just gonna add, it was the best wedding ever, eh?
Yeah, it was best wedding ever. Quote from Rainbow Dash.
It's the best. Ah, damn it! I forgot. I totally ruined my voice. I totally ruined my voice within the past week, and I can't do my Rainbow Dash impression. But I think we can all. I think I just want to say this. I think almost everyone can now say that the wedding was probably the best episode ever. But
Of course.
we'll let you answer.
And for you, Mokas?
Besides the wedding, I'm gonna go with Party of One or Lesson 0 because I love when ponies freak out.
It's a very good choice.
I'm glad you said
Especially
that because I
Twilight.
kind of felt sadistic in saying I really enjoy watching Twilight lose her sanity or Pinkie. I like Pinkamena, and I want more Pinkamena.
Oh my god, dude, the Pinkamena style is just really cool. I like the idea of just a really how every time you see a picture of Pinkamena, she's just all angry and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that it's really cool.
It is cool.
Any more awesome questions?
Well, yes,
Dash, you got
my-
the next one.
Yeah. I mean, guys, who is best pony?
Okay, this is gonna start up with the debate until we die. But I think my best pony would be Twilight.
Fair enough.
Any
Fair
reason
enough.
for that?
You want to elaborate there?
Why Twilight? Well, okay. You want an explanation?
Yeah.
I like Twilight because I identify a lot with her. Back when I was in middle school, I wasn't really good at making friends or anything. I was very antisocial. I was very academic. I concentrated more on studying than anything else because my parents basically put me in that state of mind. And, I wasn't really that social in a way. But, as when I went to high school, I got older, I met people who were more accepted in a way, and they made me loosen up a little. And, I'm still considered the egghead in my school. Everybody knows me as the smartest kid. And, I really feel for Twilight. And as the more that she knows a lot of things, but she doesn't know how to, be social and make friends. So that's like a learning process for her, and it still is. And for me, it still is a learning process. So I identify myself with Twilight in so many ways that's why I just I love her as a character, and I love her as my best pony.
Good
Awesome.
explanation, I would
That
have to
was
say.
cool.
Mocha, although I already know the answer to this question because I've gotten to know you really well, I would like everyone else to know, who is your favorite pony?
Well, main 6-wise, Dash, but in general, the entire show, totally Scootaloo.
You can't deny, baby.
It's all about the Scoots.
Scootaloo's
Reason
best
why...
CMC and- Yes.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
where you are.
Reason why I totally identify with Scootaloo. I know it might be a little weird, but I know what it's like to be kind of the late bloomer, like not being able to fly and stuff. Like I was never really good at anything when I was little, and like all my friends could do stuff, and I just kind of sat around and played video games. I never really could do much. I know what it's like to be kind of poked fun at a lot, like Scoot abuse and stuff. So I really identify with that.
Dude, it's like
I-
you're I'm
I
sorry,
identify
like,
with that too.
yeah,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
you're what you're saying is like you're kind of just like making yourself sound like you're like me who like nine years later.
I kind of identify with Scootaloo because like until about probably last year I sucked at every sport I tried. Like basketball played in the seas, cricket played in the seas, football played in the seas. I'm happy now that I've gotten a bit better because I actually took some time to practice and train. But I see how Scootaloo is because everyone in my cricket team's amazing except for me. It's like when you're about to go into training, everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to bowl to him. He sucks. Waste of time." It hurts, but I'm feeling better.
Wow.
Yeah, deep.
Some deep stuff, man. That's pretty cool.
Shadow, you have the
Deep
next
shit.
question.
Just before the next question, I gotta say we need a Scootaloo episode, but
We do.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass this to Moke Sketch quickly. Unicorn, Earth Pony, or Pegasus?
Pegasus.
Damn straight.
So,
Oh,
how many-
Pegasus.
Sure.
Okay,
What about you, Cinnamon?
pick it up.
Yeah, I gotta go with Mocha. Pegasus. It's just having the ability to fly and being lighter than air is freaking amazing.
I like magic, so
Magic, respect.
We believe in
Yeah, but-
magic.
of course, if you want to be like
Oh.
Tom, if you want to be like overpowered like Tom, you can choose both. But
No, that's just in Minecraft. That's nothing else except for Minecraft. That's just in Minecraft, and I am Minecraft royalty, so it's okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Like a sir, indeed.
Moving on. Top 3
They're only-
fanfic stash.
Well,
Wait.
obviously,
Wait, hold
Yep.
on, I just want to say one thing. Mocha, did you get a chance to hug that giant Scootaloo plushie at BronyCon?
I did not. I got a picture
Oh.
though.
You got a picture of it? I want to get a picture of it, but I didn't. Anyways, go on.
Well,
Top 3 fanfics.
as most of you guys should know, I've been doing a summer camp counselor training thing for the past week, so I didn't have any time to read fan fictions. However, I will say this is that I do have 2 pulled up at the moment, and if I can pull together one before we get there, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I didn't have time to prepare the fan fictions, but I can give you a top 2 this week.
Top 2,
Under
alright.
these circumstances. Number 2 is Journey to My Imagination by DeiStar. This is basically Lauren Faust ends up in Equestria as her OC. Adventures ensue.
Sweet.
That's what ends up happening. But then the number 1 here, I just absolutely love this right now. It's Why Am I Pinkie Pie by Hoopy McGee. And this guy was out shopping for light bulbs at his local Target, and then he's suddenly Pinkie Pie in Equestria.
Okay.
God damn, I want to read. I need to read that one.
The funny ways these writers keep making up more and more crazy ways of humans ending up in Equestria. It's just hilarious.
Why My Pinkie Pie was featured for like a full week. That's forever on Film Fiction.
Dude, there was that one that was called like a Klopfic by Spike, which was also a pretty good one. I guess that can be our number 3 this week. And that was featured for like a week and a half.
So, what featured fics on Film Fiction usually get around, say, what, 100 to 200 likes?
No, they
Often,
they get around 500 to 600.
Well, Why My Pinkie Pie has doubled that, 1,014 likes.
Let me just see.
And I forgot to like it, so now it's 1,015.
Well, remember the number 1 from last week, Anthology, or not from last week, the week that I was actually because last week live stream went down, as most of you guys know. So if this didn't get through, Anthropology is probably one of the greatest fan fictions ever written. It's called Anthropology by Jason the Human. It has 2,897 likes and 58 dislikes. 465,000 views, 123,000 words, and it came out with a new chapter on Thursday.
Sweet. Bro.
So, that's top 3 fan fictions. So, let's move on to the top 3 videos!
Yeah. Oh,
Unless someone else has a question.
someone has something to say?
Well, no, just since we're in the topic of fan fictions and stuff, like yeah, I think let's just move on. Just like it'll make more.
I'm
Yeah.
interested in what you were going to say, though.
If you're
Well,
sure.
okay. I don't read a lot of fan fictions, but there was one that I always like, and it's because of this very simple writing style that in just very short sentences it could basically tell you everything, and you would just feel like invested in the story without really elaborating much. And it was called it was a Little Rainbow Dash one. My Little Rainbow Dash.
My Little Dashy?
My Little Dashy, there you go.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Before we move on real quick, I wrote a fan fiction. I'm not plugging myself. I'm definitely not plugging myself.
I'm not plugging myself, but here's the link. It's already got 16 likes. I don't know. Probably check it out. Not plugged though. No self-plug.
Oh yeah, no, guys. I'm seriously. I am definitely not plugging this, but you know, things and stuff, and you know, I wrote a fan fiction. But yeah.
Best we move on.
Moving on
Before
to the top 3 videos.
Moving on.
see here.
God, Trixie's awesome.
I recently saw that picture.
Trixie's just
Wow, we
awesome.
got 22 viewers. That's surprising.
Hooray,
Oh.
22.
You got more than 20 viewers.
Right.
Woo!
Oh god.
I just got
stop.
logged the crap.
Oh my god. I'm like, oh god. Excited.
Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh!
So last week, let me just quickly explain this video first. Last week when livestream went down, I put Friendship as Witchcraft as one of the top 3s. And this time again, I kind of want to keep it in because we actually get to do this episode. But this song's so awesome, I swear I'm loving it more than I love Pinkie's Brew. And this song in itself is awesome.
So I'm just putting in the song because you can't really watch the whole entire thing here.
Well, I was putting in that last week. I put the song just to save time, but this time putting in the song because the song is amazing.
Alright.
Let's put it up.
Alright. So gonna mute you guys.
Yep, go ahead.
Want to hear the song I sing to my parents? Oh, sorry. The song they sang to me?
Doesn't matter which one, Pinkie. As long as it's not one of those sad ones with a deceptively happy tune.
When you're rife with devastation, there's a simple explanation. You're a toy maker's creation, trapped inside a crystal ball. And whichever way he tilts it, know that we must be resilient. We won't let them break our spirits as we sing our silly song. When I was a little Billy, a galloping blaze overtook my city. They stripped me off to the orphanage, said ditch those roots if you want to finish. So I dug 1,000 holes and cut a rug with orphan fools. Now memories are blurred and their faces are obscured, but I still know the words of this song. When you bungled all your bangles and your loved ones have been mangled, listen to Jim, he won't shut up unless you come back with us.
I can't.
And the whole world's turning out.
Alright, I know what I have to
You're
do.
crying and just sing along with me.
Please.
Want to hear the
Ah. It's great.
Beautiful, amazing.
That's good.
I love that song. That's great.
That's nice.
It's so awesome.
That was
Yes.
outstanding. That was
To put it into
outstanding.
how much I love it, I've got a playlist for when I edit, and it's got 50 songs, and 25 of those songs are Gypsy's Bard. Just that song, just copy and paste it. I've got two of them. I've got two of them in between every other song. You could say I like it. You could say I enjoy it.
You could say he likes it.
Alright.
That's an
The best thing about this one, it loops.
Oh yeah,
Next.
of course.
Alright, so next video and yeah, next video.
It's PNV
Mute us.
awesome.
Muting.
It's his first PNV ever, and it's awesome.
We're
Can I just say
unmuted.
one thing? One thing that I have to say to this.
What's that?
Just give that guy a cookie.
Just a
He got cookies. He got his own EQD post. He got many cookies.
Yeah.
That was actually really well
No,
done.
not just any cookie. The biggest cookie to ever grace the planet Earth, which was something like a quarter of a mile long.
He got his EQD cookie.
Well, Tommy, you're the expert in the PMV thing. What do you think?
Well, I made the top 3 list and I put it in. That should. It's like it doesn't relate. It's just I don't know too well how to explain. It's just like a happy song. It's a happy song with happy clips from the show. Just like remembering why the show is awesome. And there's, apart from transitions and stuff, there isn't a huge amount of editing skills in it. But it's a really good one. It flows really well. It's really nice. I really like it. And the next one, it's one video, but just consider this the whole of Anthology too. Put in, consider the whole of Anthology as this one spot. Because Anthology was really awesome.
Alright, I'm just gonna mute the Skype.
Incoming! Here I come! Now it's coward killing time! I hear someone building diaper changing station!
Heavy.
Best video ever.
Yeah, Dash, you gotta watch Anthology 2 after this stream's done.
Yeah,
Anthology 2 was so awesome.
Did that come out while I was doing the counselor training?
It was at BronyCon.
Okay, so
I tried to stay up for it. I was staying up for it, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's been moved to 2 p.m." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Hell no.
Well, there was kind of like a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
wait, what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
We'll
guys
get to
stopped
it
that.
later.
There's
We'll get,
Yeah,
we'll get-
not
we'll get
now.
to it.
Because I literally just got home, so I have no idea what's going on.
Not the
Excuse me
time.
for a moment.
just, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I had to burp.
But yeah, we'll talk about
Yes.
that later when we get to that in the script.
Alright, so Shadow Dash, would you like to do the news?
Alrighty then. So from what I can see, there are a lot more variety in the My Little Pony trading cards. I'm just gonna quickly tell you guys what I see: Spike, Angel,
I have some.
Tank, Pee-wee, Gummy, Opalescence, Owlicious.
Yeah, they've got
all
like
the pets
everything.
in yeah, everything, absolutely everything. There have been a couple of leaked lines from a leaked script from season 3.
Ooh, Twilight says no, I'm
Doesn't-
not.
Yeah, it doesn't reveal very much, but if you look at it very nicely, you'll see a couple things. New pony plushies at Target, blah blah blah.
Wait, what?
At Target, they're going to be start selling some new My Little Pony plushies.
Wait.
Nice.
Plushies? Are you dead serious,
Plushies.
my man?
I see Pinkie Pie,
Which-
Twilight
which-
Sparkle, and Rainbow Dash.
Yes, Rainbow Dash!
I can finally sleep with Twilight Sparkle.
Whoa!
Giggity.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity giggity.
All right.
Interesting development. Right
Giggity,
there.
giggity, giggity.
That escalated quickly.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Yeah, there was a horse and a
Yeah,
man was on fire, and I stabbed someone with a trident. I saw
Brett
that.
killed the guy.
Awesome. Okay, what else you got?
I want to say on July 6th, but I'm not entirely sure on that date, but a program on CNE called Aaron Burnett, Our Front, had a short segment on bronies. It was very positive, and the host of that little segment on CNN now has an official OC, so we can call her a brony or Pegasus, if that's what you prefer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Brony.
Yeah, this is very interesting considering that this is not the first time bronies were on the news. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, and some of them was taken in a positive way, some of them was taken in a negative way.
Fox
How
News.
many, how many have said it in a positive way?
By
Not that
most
many.
part, if we're gonna take newspapers as well, most of this was generally good, generally accepted. Most people think of us as more of a hobby, and the most thing these news programs basically focus on is if bronies are basically breaking the boundaries as to what is masculine, you know,
And
what can be
is
considered as masculine.
demographical?
Exactly,
Newspapers
and
have mass. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and bronies basically just are breaking that boundary. They're tearing down that wall, and
Good
looking
on
at it
us.
as interesting. Yeah, but again, there's a lot of good. There's some bad. For instance, the biggest one would be Fox News, on a segment that's called Red Eye, which the guy's called Red Eye, he's a
Let's just not go
Major
into
jerk.
detail because
Yeah.
Fox News is total shit. I just said that live.
Ooh, that's edgy. No one's ever said Fox sucks before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Breaking news
God.
right there.
of course. I know.
Oh, dude, careful what you say. Fox is probably watching this podcast right now. They're gonna sue us.
That's
course.
edgy, man.
Because they're doing
Come at me,
intense
bro.
investigation of bronies. They do intense
Yes.
investigation on bronies because that is relevant.
Because they
Yeah, they
care.
research us. They research us a lot. They go into it quite deeply
Because Fox News cares.
and make sure they've got their facts right before they just make rash claims.
Anyway,
Any more awesome news?
the last bit of news I've got for you guys this week would be the BronyCon documentary. It is I guess I don't want to say delayed, but it's now coming out in early November. It was originally planned to come out September, but I guess they
They have too much footage.
brought it back. Yeah, it's early November. Think of it as an early holiday gift. That's exactly what they said too. Exactly.
Well, only no. Wait, do we? Is this is the John Delancey one? Do we have to pay for that one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can get it as a birthday present, I guess.
Because they were selling it there. They were selling like pre-orders, and it was $70.
Whoa,
70 bucks.
Hey.
that's crazy. But all right.
If you guys want a little bit more on the BronyCon documentary, there's a lot of technical stuff here, but I mean it will be in HD, it will be a MP4 file, all that junk. I don't know. I just thought the release date was important.
Fair enough. Well, John Delancey's not gonna produce some 240p piece of crap.
Yeah.
He's gonna work for it.
It's not recorded with a potato, as YouTube would say.
Did you record this with a toaster?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact, because my toaster has a built-in camera.
They left the decorative toaster ghosty on. Reference.
Sweet.
Of
Soarin,
Alright,
do you
so-
wanna?
our best method of communication.
Me? Oh, my panel part?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, sorry. Alright, so my part of the show is top 3 Tumblr porn blogs. Now, besides our 2 awesome guests here today, Steampunk Scootaloo and Mocha Sketch, I chose 3 other blogs that you may know, and if you don't, you should follow. They produce some really good stuff, and I just enjoy seeing an update from them. So the first one is Ask Rockin' Rulo. Now, this is one of my one of my good friends runs this blog. Let's get this straight. Yes, it looks like a stallion, but Rulo is a mare. Get that? You're supposed to be confused on it. That's exactly the reason why she made it that way.
I'm presence of chocolate in this blog. What's up with that?
Yes, Rolos. Yes, there are amount of chocolate. There's amount of kawaii. There are so many kawaii. Just Rulo is kawaii. That's rule number 1. But yeah, every update is just I laugh because I don't know. There are some updates that aren't so funny, but Rulo definitely a great artist. Definitely a good blog owner as well.
Just a little quick insight on the Rulo thing. One thing I really noticed about her and her art style is that she has a very well constructed and really good system as to how she draws her, how she does her ponies, or basically just construct their bodies in a very cartoonish but very well proportioned to the T. I mean, it's just clean cuts. Everything is just perfect. I mean, I love the way she draws, and I love the style of her iconic snout that I would like to call. Yeah, that is something that most artists, really good artists, have a tendency of doing. That making just a very subtle thing extremely definable.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But she definitely has good artwork. She has this genuine style that when you see it, you'll know who it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just scrolled past a picture that we did for Amanda, another blog owner. She goes by Spitfire, and yeah, I don't want to get into that. Just makes me angry. Anyways, so yeah, on to the next blog. The next blog we have is Ask Laura Stuff. Now, Laura, hopefully you all know, and if you don't, please follow her. She is a Zoni. She is a zebra pony. But it's a winged Zoni, so woo! Her artwork, like Rulo, is very well done. Has that unique kind of look. And you'll often see her, as the stream says, talking about her McNuggies.
Gotta get those McNuggies.
Laura is
McNuggets.
Laura, as you can see in that one picture, she is a pimp. You can obviously tell. That is the truth.
That is style.
We couldn't tell.
What I really like about her artwork is that she puts detail into it, and she kind of switches up her artwork in some of the updates. Great humor again, like Rulo. She has great humor. She and Ace, Ask the Ace, she often photo replies with him, and it can get pretty close intense. You get intense and pretty close to risque. But yeah, if you have the time, go back and look at each of the photo sets they did between themselves. Yes, Discord. You can see it, Discord. But yes, so that is our second blog tonight. Anybody else want to say something about Laura?
Yeah. I actually was following Laura months, like for months. I mean, and I actually watch her art progress in a like almost frightening kind of way, that she got really good really fast. You know, like those types of tumblers like Flutter Guy, that, you know, he got really good crazy fast. Like in a couple of months, he just so many details. And I really love this Tumblr so much. I mean, this is one of my favorite Tumblrs, and I love it that she updates like almost constantly.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And like Rulo, she was also at BronyCon. So we hung out with her and we had lunch/dinner with her. She's a really cool person, really cool blog. I suggest you go over there right now and click follow. The same with Rulo. Alright, so get to our next blog. We have Ask Dr. Adorable. Now, if you aren't familiar with Dr. Horrible sing-along blog, then
Love it.
This won't really make sense to you. It's basically just a pony version, Fluttershy, of Dr. Adorable, and it's adorable, as the title says.
I mean,
the shading, the characteristics, and just the overall emotion put into the blog and the storyline, it's worth a follow. And just in that, not to mention just the artwork, like I said, just phenomenal details even in the background. If you scroll down a little bit later, you'll see a keg, and it's like that water, like the little tap to the keg is just detailed. It's like, why? That little small thing.
I'm looking at it now, and it is rather detailed.
Yes, I noticed that.
I had sat there and I saw that Dr. Adorable was streaming. I was like, I didn't know Dr. Adorable was streaming. So I clicked on it, and I looked at it, and it had somewhere north of 200 viewers. And I was like, okay, this is way too crowded. I'm obviously not going to get a word in edgewise. I'll come back later. 3 hours later, I come back, and it's down to like 110 and still working on the same picture.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail that goes into his artwork. His stuff. Now I know, like I've been mentioning BronyCon a lot. He wasn't actually able to go there, but Fetchbeer had sold his artwork for him, and must I say that even in person, the quality of the prints. I know that Fetchbeer printed them, I think. But just the quality, it's how to make good work art. See right there's the keg, and just that faucet tap. I was like, ah. But
okay.
But
oh God, I love stuff.
Phenomenal blog. If you aren't following, follow them. Go back and read their other posts, because it's definitely a blog just to enjoy and just read. So yeah, I think that wraps up what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I believe that's the end of the fanfictions or the Tumblr blog. So guys, I'd like to ask a little bit about season 3. Like, if you were to choose one of the antagonists from one of the first 2 seasons, I mean, who would you want to come back? Who would you want to see as a second-time character?
I would
Trixie.
definitely love to see, Trixie.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys. I'd like to see Twist.
As an antagonist?
Yeah. I don't know.
She reminds me of a Rugrat. I can't
No,
remember
but isn't
which
that?
one.
Oh wait. Are you referring as like the ones that came back, or? Wait, I don't know. I think the best antagonist they could do for season 3 would be Discord. But I think
Discord's
Kinda
already
like
coming
Chrysalis is. Yeah, Chrysalis could come back, but it would feel like Discord still has score to settle with the main 6.
Well, John Delancey has admitted that they called him back to record more voice. So we may be getting Discord back in season 3.
I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that Discord's definitely coming back.
Now is
Well,
it
I'd actually.
Go ahead.
I'd actually like to. I'd actually think that there might be a little bit of Chrysalis because if you take a look at like whatever. If you take a look at all the evidence, I mean, they sort of just pulled changelings out there with like no explanation. They got to have some kind of follow-up episode or special explaining what all that's about, and maybe her getting revenge of some sort.
No, but here's the thing. That's one thing that they've realized up to this point. They don't have to explain everything. They can let the fandom do that with fan fictions.
That's true. You just proved me wrong.
Well, it's true.
Oh, baby, I'm back.
They leave things unexplained, then they can then it gives us a bit of leverage to do our own thing.
Or maybe just never references or mentioned it ever again, and just move on. I guess the writers are. I guess it's the best solution. What? Yeah. Anything else?
Okay.
I'd kind of like
question.
Turn of like what's the face? Trying to remember the name. Yeah, I can't remember it.
Gilda?
No, not Gilda. I can remember Gilda's name. Just forget it.
All right then.
That name.
Oh, Hoops and Rainbow Dash's bully people. I like to see them come back more.
Yeah, oh yeah. I want another childhood episode. I really do.
Now I don't like this. Kind of ties in what you guys are saying. Well, I really wish that they included more about the family. Like I know that we kind of saw Twilight, we saw Pinkie and Rarity, but we didn't really get to see everybody's. And I really want to know like how their families are and why they turned out the way they are.
We already know.
Fluttershy being an orphan would explain a lot about her timid personality.
Except that in Waking Nightmares they have her mother being a giant fat ass pony who, like, you know, but
abuse.
Besides,
but it seems like it would be a good character development, considering like it'll show like where the main characters came from and why they became the way they were.
I want to see Rainbow Dash's parents, and I want to know if her parents are badass.
I would like to see at least a Scootaloo episode, just one.
Scootaloo episode, hands down.
Or
yes.
or just a Scootaloo, be the most involved character.
Apple Bloom has had one too many.
Apple Bloom has one too many.
Apple Bloom
Apple
doesn't
Bloom.
need any episodes.
Sweetie Belle got like what?
Sisterhood Social.
Sweetie Belle's so
4.
cute. 4.
And no, because like every time where the Cutie Mark Crusaders are there, it's either from Apple Bloom's perspective or Sweetie Belle's perspective, mostly. And
but usually from Apple Bloom's.
Who cares?
I want to
Yeah,
know
usually
about
from Apple Bloom's.
I want to know Scootaloo's story.
Yeah, well, one thing they didn't really do is like. I was just saying, like, one thing they, and I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but they'd always intended Apple Bloom to be the main Cutie Mark Crusader, because how they introduced the Cutie Mark Crusaders was Apple Bloom's feeling badly, and then she meets them. They never really explained like how they were feeling about. I mean, I guess Apple Bloom didn't even notice that they didn't have their cutie mark, so I guess they were pretty well done at keeping that hidden. But they always Apple Bloom was the one who met them. They like how about an episode where Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo meet? Because they were sort of just there.
Exactly.
Like hiding
And
out
let's not forget. Yeah.
Quick question though: why were they all hiding together in the first episode?
Because they were invited to the party, and they knew that.
No. The first episode.
No, in the pilot.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
the
that
pilot. Oh crap! I thought that.
It was fate. It was fate.
It was an animation error. They probably had already. They were trying to. I guess they wanted them to meet earlier on and have that Nightmare Moon episode different, but I guess they changed it around and just lost that part. That's what I'm thinking. Is that they kind of forgot about that?
Yeah, or just say the animators effed up. The animators effed up.
I just think that they probably had the CMC like they had the idea down, and then they drew them all together, and then they realized, well, why don't we explain why how they came together? It's pretty out of nowhere, just to have them all together and say they're the only three ponies that don't have cutie marks. They did a good job on the episode where Apple Bloom. I forgot what it's called. Not Cutie Mark Chronicles. You get the idea. The episode where Apple Bloom meets them.
Well, what I was wondering about was that episode where they all meet. Again, I don't recall the name. I noticed that wasn't Apple Bloom the only one in her class without the cutie mark?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. They did.
And then after they all became the Cutie Mark Crusaders, then Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo started showing up to class.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they were sick.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they didn't start showing up to class until they met Apple Bloom.
Yeah, I guess the animators effed up again that time. The animators keep screwing up, but what can you do? Let's not forget that.
They screwed up with Derpy Hoops, and it's this entire thing is all their fault.
But Derpy's cool.
Okay. Yeah, Derpy's cool. Let's not forget that Apple Bloom was the one who suggested to ever make the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Like, she said, we should make our own secret society. And after that, they got, then let's not call the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And then, boom, that happened.
They didn't just come up with the Cutie Mark Crusaders right off the bat, though. Hang on, I have to move my computer.
Okay. Yeah, it was like the Furious 3 Cutie Mark acquisition program.
When they're blinking to the sound of when they're blinking to the guitar and the bass. I love that.
Yeah, it's like they're like in sync. Cutie Mark
Rarity
acquisition program.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
My primary function is failure.
Error.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, sidetracked here.
Quite. Okay. Shadow, you want to take the next question?
What background pony would you guys like to see more of, you know? Like, speaking like Lyra, Octavia, Colgate, all those.
Sure.
Yep.
Feel free. Anybody fill the silence.
Featherweight and Beefy Mick Pegasus.
Big McLarge Huge.
Yeah, Big McLarge Huge.
I think his name is Horsepower.
Horsepower, yeah, something like that.
It's actually Snowflake, I think.
What?
Oh fuck!
All right. Okay, Snowflake.
Yeah,
So why you want those? Why you want those two guys?
Mainly because, like, they're two opposites, and seeing them together would probably be interesting to see them doing something together. Probably like being friends, like complete opposites, working as one, I guess. Would be an interesting thing to see, at least.
Am I the only one that really doesn't like Featherweight? Like, I just really don't care for him at all.
Why? He is
Like,
so adorable.
He has no spine. He was just taking photos of Diamond Tiara, and he's taking photos. He betrays the Cutie Mark Crusaders by doing her evil bidding, and then he gets promoted. What the fuck?
But he was just doing his job. You can't blame him for
He doesn't have a
that.
spine. He has no morals.
It's because he was Spider-Man and he didn't want to lose his job.
He's Peter Parker. He's freaking
literally
Peter Parker.
Spider-Man.
He is.
He was literally Spider-Man.
Bring me pictures of ponies.
I want pictures. Pictures of ponies.
Ponies and their secret lives.
But yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want an OC? Like, I mean, not an OC, like background character.
I'd actually.
Yeah, who else is
Mocha,
playing?
did you answer?
I want more Rose Luck. Oh my gosh.
My gosh. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Roseluck showed up in the Smile episode. I remember that.
It's
I
freaking
think.
adorable.
Yeah.
And she also showed up in the last, not the last roundup. Like the one where Applejack was bucking apples. Apple bucking season.
Yeah.
That was the name of the episode.
I want.
And Roseluck was there on the floor crying.
I want Vinyl Scratch, and I want Octavia, and I want Dr. Hooves, but you know they gave him an official name, which wasn't Dr. Hooves, so you know we can't call him that anymore.
Time Turner.
That's still a badass name, I say.
That sounds pretty
really
cool.
It is an awesome name, but it's not Dr. fucking Hooves.
Okay, let's be honest here. If they would ever consider doing Dr.
Like, I get it.
Like
I mean, they
lawsuits
infringement.
up the ass,
All over the place.
Yeah.
all over the place.
Fucking.
Get a lawsuit
like
up
it,
in
Even
this
though
thing.
it's quite literally an advertisement for their show,
But
and it is
I like
made
it that they
bronies
give-
watch it.
Yeah, advertisements. But I like it that they give him a name, and I like it that they have to that they made it about time. So that was a little bit of a nod. Still, but he still can be a time traveling pony. You guys don't know yet.
But he can't be Doctor Who.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He just can't. He just can't be named. Yeah, it's just his name.
Okay, so we had a little discussion about this in line before Brony Palooza, and we were thinking, we were like, okay, how can we turn this around and still have it be Doctor Who related without causing too much trouble with Hasbro? And we were thinking, like, okay, for next BronyCon, for the opening ceremonies, you have everybody just sits down and all they see up on stage is this giant hourglass, because we were making the joke like that's his only job, and he's like, nobody else can do this, I get to push the hourglass, and he goes and pushes it. But anyways, sit down, the giant hourglass right on the stage, nobody says anything. David Tennant walks out of the curtains, goes up the stage, turns it over, and says, I'm the doctor, and walks out. Nobody says anything. Wouldn't
That is so cool.
Wouldn't that be amazing
That'd
just
be
to have?
badass.
That would be so much win. So much win.
We had a discussion about it during the line, and we were like, well, we've already seen like his wife and daughter are really big fans of the show, so if we invite him, then it could possibly happen. It would just be pretty cool.
Yeah. Just quick note. The official name for that giant, beefy Pegasus pony is Snowflake. That's his official name.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Snowflake.
I still like to call him Horsepower. Okay, guys. Nick, I'm gonna link you something in Skype. I need you to pull this up because this is like, there was a video that was it was like audio from Top Gear, and they put it to My Little Pony clips. Top Gear actually acknowledged this and put this on their website. So go ahead and pull that up on their stream because this is just flat awesome.
Alright. Let's see. Just dragging it.
Does it need to be watched with audio?
We don't need to watch it right now. I can just like recommend it.
I'm just saying, like, if it
if
doesn't need to be watched with audio, we can have it running in the background while we talk.
Well,
Just saying.
it's the entire point of it is that they took the audio from Top Gear and then they set it to clips of My Little Pony. So you would have to
Okay,
have
then it's needed. Yes. That is the entire point. Gotcha. Well, let's not play it yet. Let's finish off our questions, then you can play that video. Let's finish up this one at least. So who hasn't answered? Who wants to
and
see
Nick, I want you to actually pull up the blog post and not the yeah, so you could show that they actually acknowledge that.
Right.
I think me and Shadow are the only ones who haven't answered which background pony we want to see more of, and I want to see
Twist.
Who do I want? Shadow, you answer. I need to think about who I want to see. I was too wrapped up in searching up Snowflake.
You want Twist?
I don't feel like I want to take part of Dash's answer, but Octavia and Vinyl Scratch or DJ Pwn to me if that's what you prefer.
Yeah, I have to go for Vinyl Scratch as well.
They brought her back for the finale, and she didn't really. I mean, she just appeared, but she did take off her glasses. I thought that was pretty cool.
She took off her glasses and they made it Shadow just to troll us, just to be like, haha, now we can watch you argue over it. Everyone can like whinge about the shadows and stuff. But yeah, I want to see more Vinyl Scratch, but I have a feeling that she's just going to be this huge tease the whole time. She's going to be in the background a lot, but they're never going to do it just to annoy us. But that's just me. So, play the video if you want.
The video? Alright. You didn't answer though.
I did.
Oh,
I just said
right. What am I doing?
Well, I guess if I want to say one character, I guess it's kind of hard, but I would really like it if there were more Lyra and Bonbon, like just it's a very subtle conversation or something, you know, like
give Bonbon
at least
a concrete voice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Just giving her a standard voice actress, but considering that she's a background character, and I guess it's kind of hard to get that same person for just one line. I didn't put those in my bag. You know.
Oh yeah, just don't Bonbon it. I don't care.
You know. They could maybe if they're gonna throw the DVDs.
Yeah.
Edit those voices and just use one voice actress and just, you know, because it can be done.
Just get Tara Strong or Ashley Ball or Andrea Liblin or oh god, I've completely forgotten the name of Rarity voice actor. But anyway, just get one of them to Tabitha St. Germain. Just get one of them to just like kind of change their voice. Tabitha St. Germain would be perfect for Octavia.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she does Rarity, so why not Octavia? And, you know, it's nothing too hard just to remember one small voice.
Yeah. It's interesting.
But
or they could call
them
the voice actors from Epic Web Time.
Of course.
So who's heard the extras for that? Because that's so funny.
I have not.
No,
I'll link it. I'll put it in the stream. You guys can watch it in your own spare time, but it's really funny. She does all these voice extras. It's like, this isn't in my house. Yeah. she's like cleaning dishes, and it's funny. It's a quality video.
I see.
Get the link up.
But
let's play this Top Gear video. Get it over with.
And also, and after you show the video, show the post on the actual Top Gear website though, because that's my main thing of interest, that they actually like acknowledged a whole bunch of stuff from the show.
All right. Yeah. 1 second. Just shift everything again.
Smooth jazz.
I'll watch the link. I'll just show the video first, and then
go into the blog post thing. Yeah.
All right. Mute Skype.
You have a little thingy from Skype sitting there.
Yep, I know.
It's getting smaller.
It'll buff out.
It's slowly disappearing.
Yeah, it'll go away.
This is so brilliant.
I wear a hat. Richard wears a hat. And James wears a hat. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much. Now, and having cleared that up, we must now find how fast these cars go around our track, and that, of course, means handing them over to our tame racing driver. Some say that he spent all week daydreaming about what Rubens Barrichello would look like in a ham slicer. And that he's terrified the BBC will reveal his salary because he's paid in strong pornography. All we know is he's called the Stig. And they're off, Stig fueled by his fanatical hatred of Rubens Barrichello. Powering down toward the first corner. Here they are, and the Audi looks like it's getting a bit out of shape already. Yes, it is. Oh dear. Stig seems to have developed an obsession with the Bee Gees. Perhaps it's because they share a love of the white suit. Around Chicago, both dipping a wheel off the track. Now Hammerhead, Stig stamping on the brakes, imagining it's the head of a Williams driver. Not Nico Hulkenberg, obviously. 911's can understeer, but no sign of it there at all. The Audi's in good shape too. I should say the Stig also dislikes convertible supercars because he always tries to keep his helmet out of the flies. Or whatever. I've just realised if these two go faster than their hardtop equivalents, I'm going to look like a massive idiot. They've just got Gambon to do now, both round, and there we are across the line. It is now time to put a star in our reasonably priced car. Now, we're often criticised by politicians and newspapers for being sexist on this programme. Well, tonight we answer those critics because my guest is a girl, and a dead fit one. Ladies and gentlemen, photo finish.
Oh, no. Hey, go.
So, on that bombshell, it's time to end. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Good night.
Okay,
Okay, let me just say this right now. Seriously, that is got to be like literally the greatest thing mashup of anything ever. And by the way, there's the blog post, and they're not bashing us at all.
Okay,
Look at this. They even referred to the main six with the MANE.
Yeah.
Like, whoever wrote this blog post is clearly a brony. Someone who works with Top Gear.
There's a brony in like every industry, at least one. And
Of course.
Yeah.
So, what do we think? One more question, then we'll wrap it up?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. How about something about BronyCon?
Scratch that. We'll make it 2 more questions then.
You really want to ask this question, don't you?
Well, I don't know. I actually
away,
realized
buddy.
that I really do want to hear about BronyCon as much as it pains me. I still want to hear about it. So I'll ask this and we'll hear about BronyCon. If you were roommates with one of the main six, who would it be? If you had to pick one main six to live with, and you're living in their house, by the way.
I would definitely live in Twilight's library. I would sleep on the floor if I have to, next to Spike.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I would make a book fort and just sleep in it.
Pages are comfy. Sleep on them at school. Make decent pillows.
Of course.
I don't know, man.
Rainbow Dash.
How are you gonna get on a club, man?
What?
No, let's just say that the way has been found.
Yeah. All
Somehow
right.
so-
All right then.
But that's
No,
my
sounds-
only. Sleepy on a cloud would be pretty cool.
Hey, there's my picture. Sorry.
Right. Anyway, just because I literally never sleep anyway, and it seems kind of fun, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, apartments are fun.
I would
Yeah.
seriously though Rainbow Dash because that's literally my personality. Like on every single test that I've taken, like I've gotten like Rainbow Dash, like the what's it called, like the personality type that relates to Rainbow Dash. And then even like last year, like out of all of the people, like when the school year ended, out of all of the people, guess what I got? My award was loyalty.
That's an award.
That's
Oh
an
yeah,
award?
I mean, like everyone gets like their award kind of thing, like you know what they represent within the grade, because we only have like 20 people per grade, so they don't have to think very hard.
What is your element?
Well, clearly it's loyalty.
My element is magic. The most useless element ever.
Magic.
I don't know. You can always be like Luna and be the element like the last bearer of the elements. That's on the back of that's on the back of her card on the trading cards.
Oh really?
Yeah. But yeah, no. I don't know. I would say Dash because of that awesome mansion, but Pinkie's apartment parties, I have to say win. No, wait, Fluttershy's cottage. I love cottages.
Screw that.
Sorry.
Angel will destroy you.
Cottages.
Cottages are
And
nice.
you.
Cottages.
Canadians are weird.
Hey.
How about you, Mocha? Who would you room with?
I would say Dash based off of personality, but location wise, I'd probably have to say Fluttershy because I would just hang out with all the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though
Get beaten to shit by Angel.
probably, but even though I wouldn't really talk to Fluttershy very much, it'd be a really cool place to hang out.
I'd have to say, like, yeah, definitely Twilight or Dash because living on a cloud would be awesome.
I want to bake with Pinkie Pie. Oh, I see what you did there. I want to bake with Pinkie Pie.
You know, that would be pretty awesome.
All you have to do is take a cup of flour, add it to the mix.
Hey, don't ruin another song.
Oh,
Sandwich.
that's got a sting.
Tasty sandwich.
Oh,
Who just made that impression? Because that was amazing.
That was me.
what?
You're a star.
Oh my god. Oh,
God star.
Good impression if I had a voice.
So who hasn't answered?
I haven't yet.
Nick?
Come on,
You
do
should
it.
room with.
Let's see here. To be honest, I'd probably become a roommate with Applejack, mainly because the barn.
Free
it would be
apples.
a really big room.
So much work.
Well, yeah. Then I'd have a job too, easy enough, and I wouldn't have to see I wouldn't have to lie because if I tried, it'd fail.
Trust.
There would be huge amounts of trust around.
I love Applejack and all, but so much effort, so much work would go into living with her.
Yeah. But then again, if anyone is causing me grief, if I played my cards right, Big Mac would have my back.
Oh, of course.
Oh man.
Were you messing
Yeah.
with this guy? Oh no, I wasn't. Yes, you were. Bam! To the moon.
Yup.
Big Mac could buck someone to the moon
Yeah.
and back.
So,
Screw the space
And
cannon.
all the
just
way
like,
through the stratosphere.
do we want to
Yeah,
wrap last
question. Mocha and Soarin, tell us about BronyCon. What was awesome about it? What
Mocha,
could
you
be
go
done better?
first.
What did you enjoy? Who did you meet? The whole nine.
Wait, what? Who first? What?
Mocha, you go first. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my swag that I want to show off.
Mocha,
Oh, gosh.
tell us
Okay.
about BronyCon.
Actually, you can just look it up on my Tumblr.
Yeah, I made a big post about it on my mod blog, but basically it was awesome. The whole ride there was cool. I got a very cool ride from someone who knows who he is. I don't know if he wants me to tell too much about it. It was basically cooler than a limo ride. Super awesome. I got to ride in style. I met like every cool person that was there. I actually, no, except one person. I spent the entire con looking for Smitty G and never saw him once.
Bummer.
But yeah, it was awesome just seeing all the panels. Spent like $150 on art prints. There, I've got a bunch of photos of them all over my wall. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was cool hanging out with everyone at Starbucks afterwards, and then we went to Outback Steakhouse, and that was awesome too.
That's what I want. What I wanted to ask is, I haven't really gotten a good look at it yet. What were the booths like? What booths sold what?
I spent most of my time in the booth. I bought like $200 worth. I don't know, like they had like, okay, so you would go down the first row, and there, like on the edge, like near the food would be Wheel of Fine, and on the other side of that thing, they had the cards and everything. They had like the trading cards they had for sale early, which I had a couple of them.
A couple?
Yeah.
Weak.
Well, no, I bought an entire box for Wonderbolt Soarin because he had really wanted them, and he gave me all those extras. So
that's cool.
I have a couple over there, but then you would have Ego right as you entered the door. Egophiliac. I bought a bunch of her stuff. There was so much stuff I bought. The vendors, they sold prints. There were hats, there were buttons, there were magnets. There was a lot of There were a lot of hoodies and shirts. I don't know, like there were. I don't know. It's just cool. Like mostly it was clothing and prints, though.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know what they sold because, like, I heard about the vendors and I heard like certain people around them. And how much did print go for? Say a 30 centimeter wide print.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Okay, 8 by like there were mediums. Mediums were probably $10, and then you got up to like the 11 by 14s or 13s or whatever, and those sold for $20 normally at most places. But at Fetch Beer's table, they were really cheap. I got a couple of theirs for like $1 for like the postcard size. There were a couple of places where the prints were really cheap and they were really nice.
Yeah, I want to get prints, but shipping and stuff.
Yeah. If you want to look at my mod blog, there are a ton of pictures. So you're gonna have to run through a bunch of those. Huh?
I do believe I will. I'll be definitely checking that out.
If you want to show that on the stream, Nick.
Yes.
To toss me a link to it.
It's in the script. Or here.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
So anyway, how about the like what's it called? You know what I mean, like the things that were live streamed when they had showed Anthology and stuff. Like, what else did they show? I know they showed Anthology. They had panels with the voice actors and stuff.
Friendship is Witchcraft, musicians, an hour with Lauren Faust, an hour with John DeLancey. Sorry, you're gonna have to go through a bunch of pages. I'm sorry.
I'll just start off. There we go.
There's kind of
sexy.
sorry. Sorry. There's this random stuff. They're like musicians. Like they totally had they made it. There was a writing panel where they showed like how the writers worked and how like they made the episodes, what they thought of. There's a couple pictures of the vendors and stuff. Overall, I didn't really go to that many. I went to a musicians panel, the voice actors panel, an hour with Lauren Faust, the auction panel, and they weren't really that intriguing.
What were the most popular panels?
Voice actors, Faust, Lancey. Oh God, Lancey. I didn't even think about going in there. And then like the writing panel, and Friendship is Witchcraft, and the Anthology.
How many people did those things see? How many people did those panels see? Like, how many people could get into it if it was packed out?
You could walk. You could stand in the back. You could stand. You could literally fit everyone in there. But yeah,
what would you say got the most attendance?
Either the voice actors, Lauren Faust, or John Delancey.
Okay.
Also, there's a meme. There's a meme of Tumblr poem from. If you click this picture coming up, it's the one down. No, never mind. There's that first one. No. Or whatever.
It's a 10-second delay.
Yeah, sorry. But there's Andrea Libman if you want to look at her potato. Yeah, potatoes. She's right there. She's right there.
Nope.
Click. No. I must like on the left. Oh, that is Donut Joe. There she is. I spent most of my con the second day standing in line for Tara Strong and Andrea Libman's autograph. It was
like most.
Did you get them?
Like most. Huh?
Did you get them?
Yeah. I got a Twilight toy signed by Tara Strong, and when we got up there, she was selling like Twilight Licious swag. She had snap bracelets and sunglasses, and so I chose the sunglasses. And she's like, "Well, I can sign them right here." And I was like, "Oh, you were amazing."
You love us so much.
Funny story about Tara Strong dancing at Brony Palooza. All right, Mocha, you remember that glow stick she had and she was rubbing all over?
Yes.
Guess what? She threw it out into the crowd. It hit me in the face.
Oh my gosh. Perfect.
You have been blessed.
Yeah, and then what happened? No, I didn't catch it. It caught me in my face caught it, and then it flipped over my head, and my friend caught it. It's like, screw you.
Now you have a lucky face.
I have a lucky face. And then it was pretty cool. The second day in the morning, we were in line, and she walks by, and she starts bro-hoofing people around me. I was like, yeah.
Wow, Tara appears.
Yeah, she was wasted that night. Really, she was drunk.
And awesome at the same time.
I mean, you see in the pictures. Can you touch it? Can you touch my face? Okay. But yeah, no, it was really. BronyCon was really cool. Meeting all the friends that I talked to online, and meeting some new friends like Mocha.
Yes, I'm best new friend. Oh my gosh. The Scooter Raptor, oh my
god, what about that?
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was just really cool. I want to go again next year. I wish it was in winter because it was so hot. By the way, BronyCon was fine, but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yep.
Absolutely, you can definitely make that statement.
And I'll just hint at it here. You guys haven't heard anything, but you may see a couple of firebenders at next BronyCon.
I'm sure.
This sounds interesting.
Yeah, you'll hopefully see pictures of it next year. But yeah, so
I hope there's some sort of con for winter, like any kind of con, because that's when I go to America. I go in winter, like December, New Year's.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think in my country there's gonna be there's a big anime convention. We're around 4 million people over here, and yeah, and like people go all over the island to go to this one convention, which is like huge, like anime and pop culture. And yeah, massive order.
Yeah.
And
Mocha,
and I think
that order.
up until now the bronies are starting to integrate themselves in it. So yeah, I'm hoping to see if there's anything brony related in that, because it's not really like an anime convention. It's just like an anime and pop culture, internet memes and whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of
Everything's like Comic-Con, yeah.
Australia had Comic-Con,
Yeah,
apparently it was
but
shit.
the original. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
But the Kaizens it's called Kaizen, and yeah, it's really fun. I'm hoping I can get tickets for this September and see if they're, and I'll definitely let you guys know if any bronies are around. I really want to meet, like, if there's any community or like if there's like a group of bronies here, because I sort of feel like I'm like the only one in this small country.
I feel that way too. I don't know a single brony in my country that's my age. Everyone seems to be at least 5 years older than me.
Oh shit!
And it's a frustration. I'll convert one of my friends eventually.
Well, also, just want to add in something like hanging out with a lot of the famous bronies in the community is really cool. I'm not sure if you did, Mocha, but I hung out shortly with the musicians.
I'm jealous.
I know we hung out with like people like randomly at Starbucks. John Joseko came out of nowhere. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I wish he could have gotten in the photo.
Yeah. But no, like later that night, I was riding with Jay, and we'd go to the motel, and all the musicians are there. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And so I was just sitting outside, and I got a free CD from Cat's Millionaire. I was listening to Tarby and singing along and stuff. It was just really cool.
Tarby's awesome. He was in my room with me, so he was like the only musician I got to hang out with. I met him when he got off the bus. He was like, "I don't know anyone. I need someone to help with the carrying of all the gear." And I was like, "Dude, I'll be there. I'm getting into New York City early, so I'll be there for you." So that was pretty cool.
I'll be there for you.
So hanging
Oh my god!
Hanging out with musicians is really cool, but there are a lot of discrepancies between them behind the scenes.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna go into it, but they're just
insider info.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. They're really down to earth, kind of.
Need to know basis.
Save up, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all gotta go.
I would have the money right now. I could have gone if there was anyone that I could go with, because I already have a passport, because when I did Dragon Ball in the States a while back. So I already have that. I just need a vehicle to drive there and a license to be able to drive there.
Yep, you know what? Fuck it, I'm signing up for an American exchange just so I can go to America and have the slight chance of going to BronyCon.
Oh.
Because there's no way I'm going to America twice in 1 year, and I'm going, like I already said, I'm going later this year, so I'll find a way to get to the next one.
You'll find a way. A little heads up for next BronyCon. There will be like we're trying to get a couple of booths together, and so we can just take down the boundaries in between them. Infinity and Beyond, sorry, I had to laugh at that. And there are going to be a couple of booths together that we're going to knock down the boundaries. And so it's just going to be this one long table, or this hangout area. And basically it's going to be a Tumblr Pwn booth, where we're going to be doing commissions, selling custom stuff, and it's going to be pretty cool.
I'm going to sit down with you guys.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. I'll just sit in the booth. Can't draw for my life, but I'll just like sit there, just like sup.
I'll just sit
I'm
there
in
with
with
my
them.
sketchbook and pretend to be drawing.
Well, I'll be there. I'll try and practice as much as I can so I can be with you.
Like that sweet ass tablet you just got.
Yes.
All right. I think that's it.
Yep. Moving on.
Would you?
That's-
I guess
You wanna
we
wrap it
should.
up?
Yeah, I guess we should wrap up this episode. So, every pony, we thank you for joining us for episode 11 of the Bronycasters Brony podcast. I've been your host, Call Me Dash, and once again, thank you to our special guests this week, Ask Steampunk Skulu and Ask Mocha Sketch. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the podcast.
It was a pleasure, and I really had fun.
Thanks for having me.
It
We had
was
fun having you guys on.
honestly-
Thank you
It
for
was an
allowing
honor
us to
for
have.
to have you. So, I cordially send to you
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cordially send to you a goodbye, and we will see you next week on the Bronycasters, episode 12, where more various shenanigans will happen. Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Later.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Sandwich.